The Milwaukee Bucks appear to have boycotted Game 5 of their playoff series against the Orlando Magic due to the police shooting of Jacob Blake in Kenosha. According to social media reports, Blake, a black man, was shot at least 7 times in the back by police on Sunday in Kenosha, Wisconsin, as he attempted to enter the driver's side door of his vehicle with 3 of his children inside. Video of the shooting was distributed on social media. It was reported that neither team was on the floor as the pregame countdown clock hit 0. The team had some discussion about boycotting the game in the run-up to this afternoon's events. The Bucks players made this decision in the wake of the Jacob Blake shooting in Wisconsin, ultimately deciding that they wouldn't leave the locker room for the start of Game 5 against Orlando. In comments posted less than a half hour before the game was scheduled to start, the Bucks shared video on social media of coach Mike Budenholzer discussing how his team feels about the police shooting. The players are deeply disappointed that the same thing happens again in a relatively short time frame, Raptors coach Nick Nurse said earlier Wednesday, referring to the killing of George Floyd by police 3 months ago. They want to be part of the solution. They want to help. They want justice. They want this particular problem to be handled in a much better way. That's the first thing. Earlier in the week, Bucks guard George Hill vented his frustration at social injustice following Blake's shooting. Hill said the NBA's decision to resume its season in a bubble at Walt Disney World has prevented players from working to address the country's problems with racial violence and police brutality. Hill said players shouldn't have even come at the Disney bubble, while expressing his outrage at the Kenosha office's actions. The league still has to make an official ruling on if the game is indeed postponed or not, but as of right now, the game will not be played Wednesday. 2 more games were on the NBA schedule for Wednesday evening: the Trail Blazers vs. the Lakers and Thunder vs. Rockets. The league has announced that all 3 games, including the Bucks vs. Magic, will be postponed for a later date. The Toronto Raptors players had talks earlier with Celtics players discussing plans to boycott Game 1 of their second-round series in light of the Jacob Blake shooting. Now it is looking like there will definitely not be a jump ball at game time in many upcoming matches. The NBA players are taking a bold stand against injustice and police brutality. And as coach Nick Nurse pointed out earlier, it is because they are tired. Hit the subscribe button and follow along as we keep you updated with what is going on with the current situation.